Yo, Reali-T, your boy from Hackney, aka Black Guy in Your Neighbourhood, aka my mother's favourite rapper, and this is the In Your Neighbourhood podcast, baby. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and others, don't like to leave anyone out. This is the In Your Neighbourhood podcast, as you may already know from the intro, and you're here with your boy, your Black Guy in Your Neighbourhood, Reali-T, your friendly neighborhood lawyer, BZ, and let me introduce 40 properly. 40.
Oh, thanks.
39 plus 1.
Made up for last week.
Yeah, I tried to build it up a bit more. FKA naughty 40. So lads, let's just go straight into it. Listen, I told you guys that we're going to talk about Lidl. But not the company Lidl. Listen, I was in Lidl this week, yeah. I said, let me get some fruits because I'm on my healthy tip now. And you know when you go to supermarkets, guys, do you get annoyed when you're on is it a travelator thing where your food is moving? I don't know what to call these things. You know when you put
conveyor belt.
Conveyor belt, yeah. And then I said travelator.
It sounds so good.
Gladiators. So do you get annoyed as me when that next customer please divider? Say the person in front of you puts all the groceries for the week on the conveyor belt, and they have the audacity not to put the next customer please divider behind all their groceries. So I have to stretch myself to get the next customer please divider and put it for myself. Britain, man, what's going on? What are we coming to?
Is this because of Corona times? Are people scared to touch the thing that everyone else has touched?
People are just being ignorant now. And also what annoys me is when I put the next customer please for the next person and they don't acknowledge it. And then I'm like, why did I waste my time getting 2 next customer pleases for the person?
Just hang back and just leave a gap in between their food and yours.
So no, because they'll end up paying for mine, and I'm not saying anything until they get the receipt. Like, oh, that was mine. I guess you paid for it. But
yeah, well, if there's a visible gap, then the person on the till's just going to stop, right?
Nah. Busy.
I'm with T.
It's
the most petty thing that any customer going to a shop could do is the little things. It's the little things.
Yeah.
Like just pure pettiness, pure hate in your heart. It's the little things. It's the not leaving the door open for the next customer.
Yeah.
It's the going in front of them when you're about to grab your bananas and just grabbing your bananas without waiting. And it's the conveyor belt.
Do you know what pisses me off in the shop? Yeah. When you're walking, there's a crowd of people or whatever, and people are packed quite tightly together, and then they just stop.
Oh yes, just
you're all walking along and they just stop.
Yeah,
and then you need to walk into the back of them.
But what you don't realize, what you don't realize is people do it purposely. Go to the shop next time round, right? If you're behind a stew or you're behind a Karen or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And
Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, Mr. Jackson. Watch them, right? Before they stop, they'll go. Stop. Same thing with the conveyor belt. So I'm with T.
Yeah.
The person that's putting all their food on will take a quick look behind them and then forget to put...
quotation marks.
I think people are just in their own world,
Yeah. I mean, come on, man. You have to be common courtesy, man. But that's not it about my Lidl experience for this week. So, pandemic, people that are listening to this in 20 years, we're all wearing masks. This is not a myth. We all had to wear masks in the supermarket everywhere. So some people have their own customized masks. Like you see some people that have masks that have a smile on it. And it's their smile and it looks freaky. I kid you not, guys. There was this guy with a mask, yeah? Adolf Hitler, I swear. He had the Adolf Hitler moustache, and no one should tell me that was Charlie Chaplin.
I was just going to say that.
Because the way the guy was looking at me, he knew that I knew, that he knew, that was an Adolf Hitler mask. And you know what even makes this even more confusing? He had a Great Britain, like one of those woolly hats on. He had the Great British flag. And I'm looking at this guy like, pick a side.
Makes sense.
Well, I mean, you know, if we're gonna get deep, maybe they just represent the same kind of things, but you know.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say to you. I was like, where's the confusing part of that? I think
if you knew what Churchill stood for, apart from genocide, then you know what, let's not get too political. It's not one of those podcasts. We're going on to our first segment of the pod. This segment is called Top 3. Very creative. Does exactly what it says on the tin. And seeing as when this podcast is released, it's going to be past Valentine's Day. Am I correct? Yeah. So
yeah.
This one is a Valentine's Day themed top 3. What we got for you? Is it top 3 date locations?
Yeah, top 3 dates. Let's keep it broad.
Oh, top 3 dates. Okay. Because I was.
It doesn't have to be
dates.
First dates. You know, just top 3 dates you can take someone on, or top 3 dates you've been on.
Okay. Because I was gonna say number 1 was my bedroom, but you know, I don't like to brag.
Wow. Okay. Straight to the bedroom.
Straight to the bedroom.
Yeah. I mean, who's going first? What ideas have we got here?
To be honest, with these top 3 date things, I wouldn't like to call myself a romantic. I just get the job done. So my first date I ever went to was in uni, and we went to McDonald's.
Ballin'.
You can't miss with McDonald's when you could sit in there.
Really?
Look, she got a Big Mac with the Big Mac.
I think some girls are gonna have a problem. You know, they're gonna feel like it's you know, maybe not doing them justice taking them to McDonald's. You know, are you really valuing their worth?
I got a big tasty and she thought I was big tasty. I'm joking.
Oh wow.
Oh my god, this is gonna be on the next album. I'm sick. I'm not EPing.
I thought I was gonna be in dangerous ground saying Nando's. I was gonna say, oh, you know, there's got to be Nando's on there. And I know people get flack for that because it's, you know, it's seen as not being creative or whatever. But you took it to McDonald's.
Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, with McDonald's, I'll let her get the large. She can even get something off the 99p menu to add on to it.
Well.
Yeah, oh, wow. As well. Listen, I'm a generous guy.
So what, is McDonald's your number 1?
When you put it that way, yeah, it is.
Nice.
Oh, then for me, we got cinema. Watch a nice movie. We don't have to speak. We don't have to get to know each other. Just both put our hands in the popcorn and then we get it popping afterwards.
Starting to see a trend with you, T. Last week we were talking about the silhouette challenge, and you seem to be very into the sexual side of things.
What? No.
I've seen a recurring theme here.
Get it popping could mean like we have nice conversation afterwards.
In the cinema?
No. After the cinema, we get it popping.
Cinema's one of them. If you've been dating a while, it's not bad.
True.
If you're meeting a girl for the first time and you're going to cinema, I mean, not really getting to know each other, are you?
Nah. But it depends.
So,
I'm joking. No.
Yeah, you're one of them.
Let me not get myself in trouble. Let me not get myself in trouble. I always heard those stories about like people doing stuff, quotation, on the backseat in the cinema. And I'm thinking, I don't want to be hearing those sounds when I'm trying to watch The Avengers. It's a very important movie and I'm hearing you know, you're not sipping from a straw back there. I know what it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what the cinemas are known for, innit? As long as it's not like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and there's loads of kids in the row in front, then I suppose, you know.
My God. You went to a PG movie to do all that. What the hell? Like,
Yeah.
Goodness me.
Yeah.
And then what's my number 3? As you can tell, guys and women and others from listening to this, I'm not very romantic. If you hadn't guessed. But let's just say I get the job done.
Okay.
After you say it
Nothing
2
like a bit of
times, it just gets to the
confidence.
point where you just think, yeah, he don't.
Maybe he doesn't get the job done. No, I don't even know what number 3 is. So we have McDonald's cinema.
We can come up with
could be
a joint top 3, you know.
Yeah,
It's,
which could be on the same night as well. You know what I mean? Mate,
Oh yeah, you could. Well,
if we're
you
going
would
on
go
a date, I'm
and then you would go McDonald's.
I'm blowing all the cash. McDonald's large meal, McChicken sandwich, because that's quite one of the expensive ones on the menu. We go through the drive-through even and pick what you want. Bowling, you can have whatever you like.
The way you're talking to, I was expecting you to say you make it go halves. But
No,
what do we
one
feel
thing I
about
wouldn't-
that?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
never make them go halves.
I was about to ask, like, I would never do that. I'll be honest, like, despite all the jokes, I would never say, oh, you know, you're paying 50 on that.
I don't know if you can win, you know, because you hear some girls expect for you to go halves and then others feel insulted, like, what, you need to pay for me? You don't think I've got my own money?
It's all about,
you know.
I think in our generation, I think you'll be more ridiculed if you don't pull your wallet out first.
Yeah.
Like most of the time.
That's where I would go. That's where I would go with it for sure. I'd just be expecting.
If the girl offers and said, I'll still be like no, but it'll be like the 5th time if she keeps on offering, then it's be like, okay, you got me.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you've been in a relationship for a long time, then it's kind of like a understanding you have where, you know, should have known what
the guy never pays.
Yeah. This is like, you know, I paid for the electricity this month. You know what I mean? Like,
you got your card.
I forgot my wallet. What do you think, BC?
About paying on the first date or date locations?
Let's just say paying on the first date, then we'll go to date locations.
Paying on the first date, just pay for the date.
Yeah.
Pay for the date. I mean, first date.
Yeah.
I'm not taking you somewhere that's gonna cost me a month's salary, a day's salary. I'm sorry.
You a McDonald's guy as well, busy.
Interesting enough, my top 3. Number 3, McDonald's.
You see, I thought I was alone on this.
It's versatile. 40. At an early age, McDonald's was the one. At this age,
that was a while ago for me, but
now I'm bringing it into this age. At this age, a McDonald's drive-through can do wonderful things for a first date. Yes, a first date being a drive.
Yeah.
I know IT's saying he's just thinking of what he can do in the car.
You could take them to a nice, lovely location, go for a walk, get back in the car. So yes, a car journey. You could talk, you could play music, and you could go to McDonald's, drive through. That's my 3.
Yeah, when you put it like that's a little better.
Yeah, my one is a bit too sleazy. Sorry, guys.
Going and sitting in McDonald's doesn't sound as good. You know, the drive-through bit. I've done that before.
Exactly.
You know,
a while ago.
You know, with McDonald's,
still done it.
BZ completes his top 3. You know, with McDonald's, you can't miss with it because you associate McDonald's with joy. So
what?
if you give the woman joy at the beginning of the night from McDonald's, it balances out for when you disappoint her later in the evening.
I thought you got the job done.
Listen,
that's why McDonald's is my number 3, because I don't class McDonald's as the thing that's going to give you joy in that car journey on a date. It's not going to be McDonald's, but It's gonna help. It's kind of nice.
Yeah,
Like, you want
yeah.
McFlurry? Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Conversations as well when she tells you that she dips the chips in the McFlurry and you say get out.
Yeah, yeah. That one that can't run.
You drop her off at the next bus stop.
Chips and McFlurry. Then you're just. What else? What else do I have to learn about you during this relationship? This is the first time.
You learn it in the car.
Yeah. So what was your top 3, BZ? Drive, McDonald's.
Number 3 was McDonald's.
Okay. He's demoted.
2 was the drive. No, it was always number 3. Number 2 was the drive that will get you to McDonald's.
Yeah, yeah.
Number 1's hard, man. I don't really have a number 1. I'm not gonna lie. I've got sort of. I don't know.
Are you one of those guys that like walks along the pier, looking at the water?
Oh God, no! I hate the outside. But it's just like number 1 would be sort of like, a nice restaurant, or a nice restaurant / bar. But I can't pinpoint what the sort of price range would be.
McDonald's isn't a nice restaurant, guys. What's going on here?
That's my number 3. And I'm only going for the drive-through. So my number 1 would be like a restaurant / bar, like going for food, drinks. But I can't pinpoint the amount that I would spend. But I'll tell you what, it's not going to be a lot.
Yeah.
Not for a first date.
At least you're honest. Yeah.
I'll be like, I'm invested. My money's in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I'll pay it when I get my withdrawal.
When you recoup. Yeah.
Yeah.
40, what you got?
Do you know what? It's like I said, Nando's has got to be on there.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know people get flack for going to Nando's, but you two both said McDonald's, so you know.
Thought it was.
I don't feel too bad. Bowling's one that I've done a few times.
Oh, yeah.
That's always a laugh.
Nah.
You don't like bowling?
Nah. What if she's like top bowler? Like, it's just absolutely.
I don't mind, losing.
She's getting strikes and you're still using the kid thing. I mean, it's just me, but
that's why it's funny, man.
My head is gone, bro.
It's a good laugh.
Before you continue, 40, I was, that table football.
Yeah.
Table football. Like I was playing that with my girlfriend, yeah, and then she was beating me. She was destroyed. I was like, what? Then I just didn't speak. I got pissed at her because she was beating me in table football. I'm too competitive, but I don't know how to compete. I'm competitive, but I'm rubbish. So I get pissed a lot after doing stuff like that. Yeah.
I think that's what bowling would do to me as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
obviously different, Used to are in the McDonald's lane. Don't like being beat at stuff. But yeah, you know what it was? I was thinking that the top one, a girl seemed to like Italian food for some reason. So Italian restaurants seem to be a good shout. But while I was thinking of these top 3, I couldn't help but think of like the worst things to do on a date.
Okay.
There's so many things popping up in my mind.
Yeah, bedroom, number 1. It's both of them.
I mean, if I took a girl to your bedroom, it probably would be a bad date.
Problematic.
But I tell you what's a bad one. Don't make this mistake for a first date.
Yeah.
Like taking a girl to like a park. Because if it's secluded and stuff, you're just coming across like a weirdo.
That one hit later on. I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah, if it's a quiet park, if it's a busy park or whatever, that's cool. But if it's just like quiet and you're out of the way, like walking through the bushes, yeah, it's not going to go down well. But I've had a couple of bad experiences on dates. I was dating this one girl before, and we were dating for a while, to be honest. Like, she wasn't my girlfriend, but it was getting there. But then she said, she didn't call me 40. She said, Liam, you're boring. And I was like, okay. And then I think she might have even said, like, you're like an old man. And I've already got this egg in a bun haircut. So I'm thinking, oh, fuck. But next thing I see, this is when I was on Facebook. She dated someone else. On their second date, he took a bungee jumping.
Oh, wow.
Take it.
Yeah.
I'm boring. Because I'm not going bungee jumping for myself. Never mind taking someone on a date there.
You would be
So yeah, no, I don't feel so bad now. Maybe I'm not that
Bungee
boring.
jumping.
I was just boring for her. Yeah, but that's a mad location to go, isn't it? On a date, bungee jumping. But that's not even the worst story, to be honest. I got another one where I was on Tinder before.
Yeah.
I matched this girl, beautiful girl, really nice. Talking to her, she seemed nice. Let me just say that just before this, I'd been dating a girl who was a doctor, and this doctor, she lived in the halls of residence on the hospital. That didn't work out. But anyway, I'm talking to this new girl. She says she lives at hospital as well. She's studying something to do with like psychiatry or something like that. So we get chatting. It's like, all right, I'll come pick you up. So I drove to go and pick her up. And as I'm on the way there, I'm like, right, what exactly is the address? So she gave me the address of the hospital, and it was familiar, but I couldn't think, which hospital is this? It was in Darlington. I'm not that familiar with Darlington, but I was over that way. And as I pull up, I'm thinking, this seems like a psych ward. So now I'm there and I'm thinking, what's going on here? So I messaged her like, "Oh, you coming out?" She was like, "Oh, I can't."
Oh no.
I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, I'm not allowed to leave. So basically, she'd been sectioned. Now, me being the kind of guy that I am, like I drove over there. I felt bad. I'll let Beezy get his headphones back on so he can hear the rest. But yeah, I was just saying, Beezy, I felt bad. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I just went in.
Wait. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm like, yeah, I should have just left. But I'm just thinking, she's in a psych ward. Like, what if I just, blow her off?
You might tip her over there. She might come looking for you.
I was thinking of these. Well, I was just thinking, well, what's she gonna do? How's she gonna feel about that? So,
But you didn't think, if I go in, I don't know.
You might never come out.
I mean, if they section me, at least it's free drugs. But so I went in, and I had to ask what ward she was on, and I found it, and it was pretty scary in there, to be honest. People were walking about like zombies, making like mad noises. It was mad. But anyway, I found the ward, had to ring the buzzer, and the nurse let me in.
No.
And
Did she ask?
yeah, say that again.
Did the nurse ask why you were there?
That was mad. The nurse, I just said, "Oh yeah, I've come to see this girl. I want her name." She just let me in. There was no questions asked. They didn't ask my name.
NHS
They didn't ask me
people.
to sign anything. Just yeah, we in. And I seen her, but yeah, she looked a little different to her photo. Don't get me wrong, she was a beautiful girl, but like I think obviously she'd had a hard time, maybe being on some drugs for a while or whatever. But yeah, she'd put on a bit of weight, and her hair was just like all over.
How did they let her swipe on Tinder? What?
No,
Yeah,
bro,
she just had a phone in it.
Yeah, I do understand that part. It's like, she's got a phone. She's looking for love. I get
Oh
it.
yeah.
But as your friend, I'm just like, bro, there comes a point where you could just say, "Oh, respectfully, I didn't know you were based here. So sorry, goodbye."
Yeah, I'd have felt bad, I'd have felt
But
bad.
I you know what? You're a better man than me. Let me just say that.
But yeah, they just put me in a room with her, and we just sat talking, and like
That's
her eyes
nice.
were rolling, and she was licking her lips and stuff.
That's not.
Nah, fam. Oh my god. Nah.
And she said, "Oh, I'm on like this lithium drug," because she was schizophrenic. So, but I was just talking to her, listening to her story, and yeah, I mean, she was a nice girl, but we got about 30 minutes into the date, and there was a window in this room, and I just said, "Hello," and there was just a guy who was another patient, and he was in like the courtyard, and I didn't realize, but he'd just been watching in the whole time. Yeah, I mean,
Actually-
not making fun of anyone with like
yeah.
mental health
we're not
issues.
making
It's just
fun.
what happened.
Just disclaimer: we're not making fun of anyone with mental health. We're making fun of 40 for getting themselves in that situation.
That's what I mean. If anything, that's like something that's really nice. It's actually a really nice story because it would have made her night that you went there. It's
Yeah.
just you went there for a date. You were looking for love.
But just look over your shoulder for the rest of your life, because you might.
Yeah,
be
how
the,
did it end?
You might be the love of her life, and you don't know it.
No,
How did that
no.
end?
So, like about 45 minutes or so, I seen the nurse like sticking her head in, and I was getting the feeling it's time to go or whatever. So yeah, I just give her a hug, looked around, make sure there's no sharp objects around first, and then give her a hug, and then that was that. We went. I kept in touch for a little while, but I think when she got herself like back on track, got herself looking nice again or whatever, she got out of the hospital. She never messaged me again.
We move on to a new segment. I mean, this podcast is only young, but we're gonna call this a new segment anyway, and it's called, well, work in progress, face off. And for our first face off, it's quite fitting that we have Black Michael Jackson versus White Michael Jackson.
Where's the line? Where did he become white?
I would say around 1991, the Dangerous album. You know, not saying I'm a Michael Jackson fan.
Was Bad not white Michael Jackson?
For me, that was more like mixed race Michael Jackson. He wasn't fully white then, like he was transitioning.
Right,
transitioning. But like he was mixed race in the bad era. Bad era Michael Jackson was mixed race.
According to Google,
Google's got the official answer.
We need to know where to find these things for your research. Dangerous kicked off Michael Jackson's race.
You see? 1991, Dangerous.
Yep.
That was my Michael Jackson rendition.
I
Yeah.
thought you were going to say Ghetto Superstar then. Yo.
For me, if we're saying which one's music's better, or just better as a person, because whenever we started touching kids, whichever one was white or black.
Look,
then...
allegedly, we're not going to go down this loophole. We're not going down this loophole.
Okay. But
let's go musically. Black Michael Jackson versus white Michael Jackson. Because I should have made that clear.
If Bad is Black Michael Jackson, then it's hands down. Okay, so are we doing
white?
Are we doing
Bad is white
three?
MJ.
White MJ is 1991 onwards.
Yeah. So if Dangerous is white MJ onwards, then musically Black MJ all day.
Fam.
If you push the line a bit and you considered Bad as the white MJ, it'd be a much harder discussion.
It's not.
Go on, busy. Before I...
It's not I don't know what it's Black MJ. It's Black MJ.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's Black MJ. I'll let you go. I'll let you go and give us the white MJ songs that you're gonna tell me. But great, brilliant. It sounded very politically charged. It sounded very sentimental. He looked at himself in the mirror. It didn't matter if we were black or white, bro. Black MJ with the fro, post fro, S curls, Jerry curl, 40 curl, all of those curls, right? Thriller, PYT, bro. Just the Thriller album. Give me the Thriller album. You take your white MJ.
Okay. I hear your opinions, lads, and I'd like to say I respectfully disagree because it's white MJ all day long.
Why?
How many artists can jump from beyond the stage? Have you seen this video where he jumped, like he was underneath the stage, he jumped and he just stood there for exaggerating, but half an hour he was just standing there and people were dying. You see people sweating, people getting carried, and the guy is just standing there. He's literally just standing there. And the guy was like, you know what? Now these MFers are gonna lose it. Takes off his glasses. So you see grown men collapse when he takes off his glasses. The guy is standing. This is Caucasian Michael Jackson, by the way, with his long hair. The guy is just. I'll never forget that video because we had VHSs. That's how old I am. But I'll never get the video where I saw that. I was like, what? Like it's like the second coming of like a god. I didn't get it. You know when you're a kid and you're just seeing things, you're like, what? Is this normal? Black MJ didn't do that. All Black MJ did was do the moonwalk in it.
I think the Black Michael Jackson music was probably better music.
Oh my gosh.
40.
Are we going there again?
40.
Yeah.
He's just gave us all this just brilliant soliloquy about a man taking off glasses, right? And people screaming, right? I wonder what song he did after that. Probably from the Black MJ era.
I think he did Dangerous. It was the Dangerous tour.
I don't care, Black MJ for the win.
It was the Dangerous tour.
Bro, we all got GTA Vice City, right? You go out the lawyer's office.
Yeah.
You go into that car that's on the side of the alleyway. What song was on first? Do 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 do.
Do you know what it is though? The Dangerous stuff was massive at the time. The music didn't hold out well. It didn't stand the test of time. If you listen to the early, like Michael Jackson work now, it holds out better. If you listen to the stuff on Dangerous now, it sounds more dated, even though some of it is newer.
I think what he was going through that era was this thing called New Jack Swing.
Yeah.
I think it was Teddy Wright. Let me not even go into the whole history because I know too much. Sorry, guys. But what he was going into was the Teddy Riley thing, New Jack Swing. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how he came up with that. Jam. Yeah,
She Drives Me Wild. All of that.
Drives Me Wild. Yeah. Jam was a hit. I'm telling you, that Jam still holds up for today.
Do you think?
Musically,
that's not come back around again. That sounds like in that time.
Yeah,
right?
I see what you mean, but no, you're wrong. but I think YMJ was the era where he started speaking like gibberish, innit? Jam,
can we, if we've got time, can we quickly run through this versus track list that you sent, T?
Okay, let's quickly,
because the list I'll edit it in so it comes up now.
Yeah.
But that list puts Bad as white MJ.
Yeah, so that's where it gets a bit.
And that for me makes the discussion a little bit more balanced. But if you put Dangerous as white MJ, then it's Black MJ better all day.
Let's see the list.
It's got it's not directly versus, but let's just do three from the top, three from the bottom, or something like that. Beat It versus Smooth Criminal.
Smooth Criminal was massive.
Smooth Criminal was massive.
It was part of what was the film? Was it Moonwalker?
Moonwalker, yeah.
And the film was.
It was rubbish, but it was huge because it was the biggest star at the time.
It's not better than Beat It.
What? Nah, Smooth Criminal is better. It's definitely better. Smooth Criminal is definitely better. The Beat It
video was massive as well, though, wasn't it?
Beat It has the just the beat. Do 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 do. That is special. I know Smooth Criminal is brilliant, and it had the movie, had the video game, but Beat It is something else for the video as well. I think Beat It is better.
But that's the thing. It's debatable.
It's up to the listeners. You know, when you put it that way, actually, if you even just put that bad album, because some people prefer that to Thriller. Even though Thriller was like broke all records, was like undisputed, one of the best albums ever made in any genre, biggest selling, physical copies, all that. If you listen to Bad, man had Stevie Wonder. You guys should know how much I love well, listeners, if you haven't heard of me before, Reali-T and all that, there's 3 artists that I hold very dearly to my heart. First is Michael Jackson, second is Stevie Wonder, and third, Lauryn Hill. 3 artists. And he had Stevie Wonder and Michael Jackson on the same song, on the same album. Come on, guys.
But there's a lot of fans that prefer that album before Thriller, in it. Was it Off the Wall?
Off the Wall, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And that was what I was going to say.
Black MG.
I was going to say
Black MG.
a dynamic duo, because you can say Thriller versus Bad, of course, like that. Yeah. I do accept that. Bad is it's incredible. Thriller is still Thriller, but Bad is incredible. But if you're going to say Black MJ versus White MJ, saying, right, let's put 2, Off the Wall and Thriller, Bad versus Dangerous.
Ooh.
I mean, Bad and Dangerous. So Off the Wall, Thriller versus Bad and what?
And Dangerous.
Black MJ wins.
I see we're not going to agree on this one. So,
no, but that's the whole point. I know we're not going to agree, but I mean, I think we've all got our specific style. But yeah, like the listeners will listen, will see that as well. And
I think there's definitely a lot of he's been tainted. White MJ definitely tainted himself. Not just to make him lighter, but
with extracurricular activities allegedly.
Even musically, man, just come on, come on.
But
no,
You Rock My World. That was a tune.
Yeah, that was like the one good song on that album, though.
You man are long.
It was.
You man are long. You man are You Rock My World. Okay, I'd rather take PYT.
Yeah, on that I would agree. That album wasn't good, man. He was going through too much. I think that album was rushed. That album, like he needed money for legal fees or something along those lines. Because that album wasn't it, man. Good.
He's a special artist, but even special artists have one side of them that was better than the other side, and we could look at his.
Yeah, and White MJ,
the color, and Black MJ was better than White MJ.
It's funny that the black guy in your neighborhood is debating for White Michael Jackson. Yeah, so let us know, Black MJ versus White MJ. Now, let's move on to the next segment. This segment is called What Enough? I tried to jazz it up a bit. It's called What Enough. And this is where we talk about what's viral lately. We discuss it, we debate it, maybe we take the piss out of it. And first of all, we've got what shall we talk about? Who we got first? The cat lawyer.
The cat lawyer, wow.
The cat lawyer video.
How competent is that guy? You can't even work Zoom.
I mean, we've this is one of the only podcasts where you have not only a lawyer but a black lawyer, and it's not me, as you can tell by the way I speak. It's Beezy. Beezy, what do you think of that? When you saw that,
what the way I speak.
Did he bring shame upon the lawyer community?
No, I laughed hard, and I laughed again, and I laughed again. I felt for him though, because we're currently going through this right now. I mean, I'm working from home. I know my way around IT, but there's a lot of people who don't know the way around IT. He definitely didn't know his way around IT. And especially, I guess, the older, more traditional generation of lawyers, like, that's a sin to them. Like, huh? I'm in court? And I look like a cat? Meow, meow, meow. So,
it was the way he said, I'm not a cat though.
Yeah, but like that's genuine. I can sense how genuine he was there when he was like, please do not strike me out for this. I'm really not a cat. Because it's so like, as much as it sounds so stupid to us, that's how lawyers think. Anything that can stop you from doing what you need to do and can strike you out of the trial, it's got to be very clear.
He sounded so distressed, man.
I'm not
He was like, oh.
My issue is the assistant. That assistant needs to be quicker.
No, you know what is? This is what I wanted to talk about before we came on here, actually, because I was trying to do the stupid thing where I come on this podcast as a cat, you know, just to keep it topical, and I was looking for the filter. Do you know how hard it is to get that cat filter? It's not just a click of a button. Someone must have set that up because you have to connect your Zoom to your Snapchat on your phone and then find the cat filter. It's not a case of just clicking 2 buttons and getting it up.
That's what I was going to say. Like, what was he doing prior to the trial or whatever to go into court on Zoom that he was using that cat filter?
Exactly.
Could have been another, like, a public laptop. Could have been like someone else's laptop who set it up or something. Yeah. It could have been the assistant's laptop.
So that's probably why they couldn't.
And I can imagine the assistant's young.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably why they couldn't take it off quicker, because it's like, oh wait, what? You have to do this, do that, do that.
I know, but why I say the assistant is because that guy sounds like many, unfortunately, and that's another conversation.
Yeah.
Lawyers or barristers, if it's in the UK, if it's American lawyers, of like white, middle-aged, quite old, doesn't know the way around a computer screen, male. The assistant's probably someone quite young. Now with us, it's like you need to know your way around the computer system, because like the older generation and the more senior lawyers are going to look at you to deal with it. So that assistant, that was a golden opportunity to rise up the ranks by getting that off quickly.
Yeah. Fam, what the assistant, man or woman, should have just done is just been like, turn your camera off. Just turn it off.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just turn the camera off?
Because you need to see them. So it's a bit of you can't win. But
rather be a cat then.
What I will add on that is working from home. Like this is funny. Like, I know the lawyer might think, oh, my reputation, blah, 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 but this is funny. Like, my house phone goes off all the time when I am on a call.
Yeah.
First thing I do is pick it up and throw it out like it's a C4 on COD 4.
I'm just shocked you still have a house phone, to be honest.
Bro.
Man's still living in the 90s.
But yeah, those Amazon scammers be mocking me. Well, every time I'm on a call, they call up to tell me that I need to pay for my Amazon Prime and I need to give my bank details now.
These scammers, man.
Bro.
No,
so man. It's hard. Working from home and trying to act professional is tough.
Yeah.
Oh. I still ain't got
what
the
else has been viral.
Yeah, what else has been viral?
That woman with the gorilla glue in her hair.
Oh, we're going from cats to gorillas. Very animal.
Why? I don't even think it was a case of she like picked up the wrong can, because why would she have gorilla glue next to her hair products?
She knew what she was doing, but I feel sorry for her and everything, yeah, but I swear she's suing Gorilla Glue Company. This is like me getting domestos and saying I'm thirsty, but there's no bottled water in my house. So let me just drink the bleach, and if my organs die, I'm suing domestos. It makes no sense.
You sound like Trump.
Like, so
do you think she's got any chance at all of winning any money off them?
No, because she put it on TikTok and said, I'm using this. Actually, I'm not the lawyer. Sorry, I got a bit too emotional.
Nah, go ahead, bro. I think she's done well to get where she is to now. She's got it out of her hair, and got it a free of charge service that would have cost $12,000 to do it, and she got $20,000 from crowdfunding. I mean, she's done all right by just rounding everyone up, saying I'm going to sue them.
Surely she should get some money, like, for some appearances places as well.
Oh yeah,
she's got
of course.
A good team behind her.
Yeah, she's gonna be on like Gorilla Glue Girl's gonna be everywhere for the next month, and then people are gonna forget about her. So
fam, I'm actually sick of this. Sorry to cut you off. I've read somewhere she's a 40-year-old woman.
40-year-old bad for 40.
No, she looks good, but that's another story. That's another story for another day.
Black don't crack.
But Is this what we're doing now, guys? We're paying people for their stupidity. The woman went on TikTok.
The internet.
The woman went on TikTok. The woman went on TikTok and said, "I'm using Gorilla Glue," and now people feel sorry for her, and now she's getting paid, and I have to go to work on Monday. Well, I don't see how
she's got any case, to be honest. When it says don't get it on your skin.
It literally says on the thing. Nah, she ain't got any case.
She's not gonna bring that case. It's she's got what she wanted. She got it out of her hair, but she's got clout.
Yeah.
She's gonna want more though, isn't she?
She will want more, but she's not gonna get it. So then she's gonna be like trying to like put the pressure on them for them to come out and try and settle or something out of court. If anything, probably won't happen. She's not gonna go to court for that. She's got clout. Like she's gonna realize that the appearances for being Gorilla Glue girl is gonna work. Now, my concern is that I heard somebody didn't believe her story, so then used that Gorilla Glue.
Oh my God.
And now they may be in the same situation. I briefly skimmed Reddit, so I don't know if they actually put it on, but apparently that's happened. So I think people are going to start doing this.
Like, just try
as like a Gorilla Glue challenge or something.
Don't go Gorilla Glue. Like, just Pritt stick it.
The Gorilla Glue challenge is going to be nuts.
The Gorilla Glue challenge.
That's what the next TikTok thing is. We're gonna have to come and speak about this
challenge.
Maybe old men can use that instead of Viagra. Like if they just get it up at one time and then
it just stays up. Oh no!
Yeah, challenge is out.
No, but we're laughing, but people will actually do that challenge. Remember the cinnamon challenge? Remember?
That's nothing compared to the Gorilla Glue challenge.
There was another. I know that wasn't a good comparison, but there's this thing on TikTok where kids were like filing their teeth. I don't know what challenge that was. Like there's mad challenges that
sounds like the idiot challenge.
Yeah. Oh, they all come under one umbrella. Idiot challenges, but
But it's all.
I'm sounding like get off my zone guy.
Rules the world. So Gorilla Glue girl, she only got stressed when she realizes that wasn't coming out, and then it got scary.
I know.
Other than that,
it's been like that for a month.
She was getting likes, she was getting comments, and now she's fine. She's gonna be on like USA Today or something or whatever these networks like. Yeah, I got the glue at. I'm gonna sue them.
Was there a picture of her like bold? Like after she got...
No, she got hair still.
Yeah, she's got like... Yeah, it's about this long still. She was just mad because she had to cut a ponytail off, she said. Like she was there on the table, buzzing that she could put her hands through her hair, but then she was like, oh, I'm still mad I had to cut my ponytail off.
Oh, some people can't get anything.
You need to comment on that 40 saying, must be nice.
Look, God could only make so many perfect shaped heads. The rest of you had to put hair on.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
No, do you not feel some type of way, man? Like someone that's got hairs putting Gorilla Glue on. Meanwhile, you're like, bro.
Meanwhile, I haven't got any.
Bro, it's like cherish what you have.
Exactly.
I mean, if I'd have known I was going to go bald when I had hair, I'd have put Gorilla Glue on it.
So it stinks. Right, last segment of today's podcast. This week's podcast, tonight's podcast, whatever time you're listening. It's track of the week, where we each pick our favorite tracks of the week. So just preface quickly. I've got an old laptop where it's got loads of music on it. Please don't. I know what you're gonna say. It's just got music on it. It's got loads of music on it, and loads of albums that I haven't listened to. So, like, for example, when Beezy says, have you heard that new Gunna album from last week? I say no. I'm still listening to albums from 2017. Let me catch up. So my track of the week is from, I believe it's a 2017 album. And and if you could marry a voice, I would ask for this voice's hand in marriage straight away. I would give this voice my second name. I would take this voice on a honeymoon to the Maldives. Snow Allegra is from her Feels album and it's called Feels. That's my track of the week.
I haven't heard it.
Yeah, it's just cool, man.
It.
Just
what kind of genre is it?
I mean, she's R&B. You've heard of Snow Allegra, right?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Yeah. So
only because I think you sampled her on a song, didn't you?
Yeah, on the album. Yeah. So see how you plugged me there. You know, he gave me the alley-oop and I slam dunked it. So I didn't have that in mind when I picked this track, by the way, but you know.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone knows we set it up now.
Modern day.
We actually didn't know.
No, we didn't. But yeah, Snow Allegra Feels. She's R&B. I'll just put her on the category of R&B, really. Yeah. Her voice is an R&B voice. So, but the track is kind of, just listen to it. I'll put the link underneath like I did last week. Yeah. So, what's yours, Busy?
Yeah, that's a good song. Local artists, keep sending your tracks to Reali-T. He might play them, or might put them as a track his week in 2024, 2025, sometime in the
I'll catch up one day.
Anyways, I'm gonna go for the boring choice, I guess. Track of the week, What It Feels Like, by Nipsey Hussle and the GOAT, Jay-Z.
Yep.
HOV over on that Judas and the Black Messiah album soundtrack. Have you watched the film yet? It's out, you know. I have not watched the film yet. Not yet. Cinemas are closed. Can't take dates.
Oh yeah, true. I'm sure they're putting it out online. But anyway, don't carry on. Sorry.
I can put it on the dashboard of my car and go to McDonald's. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, man. Jay-Z. I mean, he's 51 years old. He's the GOAT. For me, there's no discussion anymore. I mean, I just don't know how he keeps just coming up with just brilliant, impactful verses. He's done it for 20 plus years. The GOAT. And
we could have a debate on that next time, but you know, if he's the GOAT, but you know, 40.
You know what it is? I've just been in a cocoon this week. I haven't listened to any music at all, but just before we come on here, I was scrolling through Instagram. So I guess my track of the week, I don't have a name for it because it's not even out yet, but I seen Wiley posting some previews on his little
burner account.
His sly Instagram account. And yeah, he was posting a couple of verses from a track on there. Yeah. It sounded like a banger.
That's funny that you mentioned that, because Busy just mentioned the GOAT of rap, allegedly, apparently, Jay-Z. Because some people might disagree, so I'm just putting it out there. Devil's advocate. I'm still a Christian. But you have the GOAT of grime, arguably, Wiley. So we didn't plan that either, guys. Yeah, so imagine a Wiley and Jay-Z track. Wouldn't work, would it?
I mean, Jay-Z came and he spat some bars on Pow before when he was in the UK.
Yeah.
So maybe, you know, like, I don't think it would be the greatest track in the world. I think that the styles are too different.
Yeah, it's too different. And Wiley's a bit too cuckoo. So no, we love Wiley, man. We love Wiley. We arguably love Jay-Z as well. And that was this week's In Your Neighborhood podcast. Yo, Reali-T, your boy from Hackney, aka Black Guy in Your Neighborhood, aka my mother's favorite rapper, and this is the In Your Neighborhood podcast, baby.